Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm coming on with week 14 of the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. As always, I will leave links down below to Margarete Miller's Etsy store where you can purchase the prompts and to her YouTube channel. If you can hear any noise roundabout, it is half term, so there are children outside even though the windows are shut and everyone's home. And yes, so let's get on with it. So week 14, so I got my piece of paper, a borderer frame, so I pulled this out of my stash. I do love the fact that when I'm doing this collaging, you use up bits and pieces. A handwritten measurement, so I found this. It's a little vintage book page. It's got lots of different measurements, as you can see. I particularly like this one because it's got trees on it. So yeah, that's handwritten. Something with a lid or a cover. So I've got this vintage book page, and we've got teapots, but what I think is I'm going to use is these beautiful vases. Also, I've pulled out my sticker book because there's also this one that I really liked. Front or back of a playing card. So this is from the instructions, or part of the instructions for the pit game. Again, a vintage playing piece. I love the discoloration on this, and I'm probably going to use the back, this bit. I also have this. It's not a playing card, but it's one of the trees of Britain. It's a Brook Bond tea card, which I thought went quite well. A leaf or leaves. So I've got some of my dried flower leaves here. Bonus, something torn. Well, everything's going to be torn at some point. And I've also got some of this. Now, there is a theme to this week's for me. If you've watched most of my Margarete Millers, you will know sometimes I like to do a bit of a theme. I like to be inspired by an idea. And the one this time is, here in the UK, we have the National Trust, which looks after a lot of the really, really old houses and gardens and buildings, and you can go and visit them. And you know, you spend a lovely day there and you look at all the beautiful bits and pieces, and the National Trust makes sure it's kept in good condition. And yeah, this reminded me of it. So when I looked at this pattern and the blues, it just kind of reminded me of the National Trust houses where you'd see the old wallpapers. I do have some of the Tim Holtz old wallpaper, but it's quite thick and I don't want to use it on here. So these are just some pieces from a magazine. And then obviously you go out in the gardens and the florals and things like that. So that's what I'm going for. And I was thinking like this could be part of the gardening piece. So that's what I'm going for, guys. So I'm going to start by trimming these first, because I want to use this. This fell out of a book page. I don't know in what other way I'd use it. I don't make the kind of journals that this kind of page normally goes into. So I thought, let's use it in my Margarete Miller, why don't I? It makes sense to me. There's no point it just sitting there doing nothing except getting older and, you know, maybe in worse condition. Really love that as well. That's really cute. I might just cut that out because I don't know if I want to use it or not. But yeah, so I was thinking the National Trust houses and their gardens. So let's trim around this. I hope you guys are all okay. I believe once this video goes up, I will be basically caught up, and then week 15s will be the week of week 15. If that makes sense. There's a lot of week 15s in there. So yeah, hope you are all doing well. I do like a theme in my head when I'm doing collages rather than just sometimes sticking it down. Sometimes I like it just being stuck down randomly. And oh, I cut around that a bit wonky. Well, it is supposed to be an old vase, so you know. Yeah, so like last week's was very just random. But the week before that, I was inspired by a story and a photograph. So yeah, it kind of helps get them into my mind a little bit. I don't know. Let me know down below if that's something you do when if you're taking part in the Margarete Miller. Do you just collage, which is fun in itself, or sometimes when you see the prompts, does it immediately inspire you when you find one particular piece, and then you start looking for things that will go with it. Yeah. So National Trust visits, and to be honest, this is the time of year where the National Trust are opening up the houses again. You can go see the gardens for the spring and the summer. You know, they often have a lovely little cafe, don't they, where you can get like scones. I say scones, other people say scones. I say scones with cream and jam, a nice cup of tea, sandwich, something like that. I don't even know if I want this one, but oh, here's Topaz. Hello, Topaz. You're in my light, sweet girl. Excuse me. I know. Okay, she's just seen one of the kittens. Topaz, down. So yeah, as I was saying before I got distracted, my lovely kitty. I don't know if I'll use this, and again I've cut around it a bit wonky today. Let's get started. So I think I'm going to put this on. I think I'm actually going to just use it. Let's use it this way, it would make more sense. And I'm going to use it as the whole background, because why not? And then we can put the other stuff on top. Makes sense to me, I guess. And that's the only person it needs to make sense to. Oh, I tell you, I think the spring weather's starting to get to me, but it's been a difficult couple of months, so actually I don't mind. And let's just use some vintage photo because it's on this brush, just to give the edge a little bit of distressing, because again, these things are old, even though the National Trust takes very, very good care of their properties. But it's still going to have a bit of aging, isn't it? So let's put this down. Yeah. Okay, goes this way. Let's move all of these, and then let's try to actually glue this. So yeah, spring always makes me think of the Disney movie Bambi. Not for the sad stuff, but because of the little skunk named Flower, and obviously you have Thumper, and all the birds are getting twitterpated. And yeah, it just puts me in mind of all that beautiful, fun, lovely stuff. And then obviously we ignore the rest of what happens in that movie because it still makes me sad to this day. But yeah, puts me in mind of Thumper, and Flower. Oh, that's gone all the way to the edge there. Huh. Did you guys see that, and were you calling it to me? I don't know if you were, but where did the ruler go? Here we go. We're just going to tear it whilst it's on there and damp. Yeah, this is the thing to do on camera. And I've inked around that edge, and now obviously it's not inked. Oh, well. What can the matter be? Doesn't matter. Okay, so that's on there. We've got this. Once I get the main focus points on, then I can have a good look at where I want things to go. I'm thinking I want the card underneath a little bit. And then I want the tree. Because, yeah, I just think of National Trust and gardens. And obviously it says leaf, so I want to do the leaf. I was thinking one of these might go really well on here. That's quite nice, that one. I could put another one down there. So it could go like that. We still need to put this on here. I think I'm going to rip across the top of this a little bit, actually. I wanted to keep the trees, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So we will see. That could go up there. Let's try and rip this one first, shall we, before I actually stick it down. Let's do that. Yeah, so this will be our handwritten measurement on there. I'm telling you, this also uses up, because I love to go vintage shopping and have a lot of like vintage bits and pieces, books and papers and that. These collages really are brilliant for using up some of the pieces, because I'll never be able to use all of them. So there we go. So handwritten measurement, we're going to have this. There we can see the trees. That's going to go there. Let's bring that down a bit. That's going to go there. Then we've got this maybe on there, and maybe this one. I don't know. Do I want this one? Do I want it up here? I don't know. We shall see. So first what I want to do is I want to get this kind of stuck down. Now I've got these dried flowers and it says a leaf. So I've got some leaves here. I might use this little one actually, and I could put a flower on there realistically. I was just thinking I might use this one because it's a bit broken and it's small enough that the frame will go over it if I bring it down. I could put a flower maybe. Let me see. I don't know. I do have some blue ones actually, and there's a lot of blue on here. Look, I haven't even opened this one. So let's open it. And I could put a little pop of blue or maybe a pop of red. Let's see how I feel first once I've opened this one. And there are some leaves in here actually. Got to pull it out. Get rid of those. I have got my trusty mini tweezers to make this easier. Oh, so many beautiful flowers. I mean, look at that. That would just fit on just like that, wouldn't it? Sorry, Mr. Leaf, you're a bit bent and everything, but we'll find another use for you, so don't worry. Maybe you could even go behind. Let's see. Put these on top like that. Oh, yes, I think that would work, don't you? Maybe we could have it coming out so it's framed, but they're coming out on top of it. What do we think? Yes, done, sorted. That's going to work. Need to put all these flowers away. They're all going to fall all over the place. So just bear with me while I get these put in a packet because I don't want to lose them. I can move that out of the way. Excuse me for the crinkling. So let's do this. Look, another piece of it's coming off. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue a little bit just down the bottom here because the flowers can then stick to that bottom bit. I'm going to poke them through. Yes, Belle. Do as I say, not as I do. It's all good. That's going to go like that. And then this one's going to go on this side. Like so. This one's just falling apart, this leaf. It just doesn't want to go anywhere. But you will be used. So don't want to waste you. And there's another bit of it falling off. A bit of sellotape would normally work well here, guys, but I don't have any sellotape to hand. So I'm doing it like that. And then I'm just going to go around the edge. Great, I've got it on the paper now. Good job, Belle. You're doing such a good job today. You're going to go like this. Let's get rid of that piece of leaf. You've done it again. You just don't want to stay. Yes, this is what you've tuned in for, guys. The struggle of the leaf. Right, I'm leaving you out for the moment. And then I'm going to stick you in once this is done. The struggle is real. I know I can stick it to the actual thing, but I wanted to do that once they're in place, because obviously I want to stick it down onto here. So, and I can't stick it completely yet because I need to do this. No. Oh wow, this is going so well today, guys. So well. Tune in next week for more calamities with Belle. There we go. Right. All right. You will do. Now I'm just going to glue like a little bit here. It will dry clear, so I'm not that bothered that it can be seen for now. Yeah, now you're going to have to stick down, Mr. Leaf Man. No choice now. Let's just do the flower too underneath. Okay. Right. I feel like I want to put another one there now, because that poor leaf is, well, not looking its finest, is it? But we'll come back to that. So I'm thinking, I was even thinking of ripping this so that I could see it better. Maybe, I don't know. I want to put that there. I still want to use a little bit of this, but I don't know where. And we need something torn, so let's have a look. That kind of looks nice down there. Maybe I want a bigger piece. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo. So that could go like that, couldn't it? And then we'd have that on there. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. I mean, it could go there too, because you'd still see the measurements, wouldn't you? All right, let's do that. Let's ink it first and make it work. Yep. Okay. And then that's still bothering me, that little piece there where there's no real leaf. But then I suppose you do get to see the colour behind it. So, you know, it works. And let's do this. Let's ink it. And yeah, that can go on there like so. Do I want it that way? No, I like it the other way. So let's do that while we're at it. And then, yeah, this will be... Just realised you can't see the bottom very well. So sorry about that. I don't know why. Maybe the camera had moved where I'm filming. Let's stick this down. Let's just ink around it a little bit first. But yeah, so I was put in mind of the National Trust and all the houses I've finished. I didn't finish them. All the houses I've visited. I'd be a lot richer than I am if I was building those houses. Oh dear, that's funny. Or it made me laugh anyway. It tickled me. And then that could go like so. Do I want it over there? I think I want it here. Up a bit, down a bit. Maybe down. Maybe it'd go well down there. Maybe it's too much up there and we need it down here. Maybe that's what I need. Okay, let's glue this on then. And get it down there like that. So that looks good. We do have this last one, but I don't think I want it anywhere. I mean, I've cut it out, but I really don't think I need it anywhere. It is up there. Do I want it up there? No, I think that's too much. I do. I think that's too much. And I ended up not using my sticker at all. I am wondering if I want a word or something on it. Just across. But I don't know. So I might just leave it there for now, guys. Let's just go around the edge. Let's get some vintage photo on here and go around the edge. So yeah. National Trust properties. Summer visits. Scones and tea. Lots of gardens. And that is week 14. Oh, we did have this chap actually. No, I don't want him either. A border or a frame here. Handwritten measurement here. Something with a lid on or cover here. Front or back of a playing card here. Leave or leaves here. And something torn. So that is today's one, guys. Week 14. Let me know what you think down below. And let me know. Is it scones or scones? Scones. It's scones. It really does depend what part of the UK you come from, I think. It's a big thing over here, actually, guys, in America. There's that old song, isn't there? You say tomato, tomato, I say tomato. Well, it's a bit that way with scones. You say scone, I say scone. There we go. There we go. Happy week 14, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back again soon. And until next time, I hope you're having a lot of crafty fun wherever you are in the world. And here's Topaz again, just coming to say bye. Bye for now, guys.